Patriotism was at an all-time high during the American Civil War, and communities showed it through regimental battle flags. Americans were sending their local regiments off to war with love, prayer, and a flag. Battle flags were a magical good luck charm created by the hometown to protect the soldiers from harm's way. It was a part of home, of apple pie and children laughing. It was a reminder of the joys of yesterday and the promises of tomorrow. And it was always the goal of every flag bearer to be the one bringing home the colors.
Battle flags are so important because they represented your home, your family, your wife, your sweetheart. And going into the battle, you didn't want that to fall into anybody's hands. You held on to that flag no matter what. Of course, where the enemy is shooting at is all the flags they see above the smoke. You'd have quite often 6, 7 bullets hitting a flag bearer at once and going down. I've been involved with saving battle flags here in Michigan for about 20 years, and the thing that gets me is when you talk to people about some of the flag stories, they've never heard this before. George Sidman's Medal of Honor is up in Lansing, and it just says George Sidman, winner of the Medal of Honor. He was 16 years old when he got it. He was a flag bearer with, of all places, the 16th Michigan. And as a young man, we don't know how he got into the regiment. He had to be 18 to get into the war. And we think some of the men, there's a story that they would write 18 on a piece of paper, put in the shoe, and then put their hand on the Bible and swear they were over 18. We don't know if that's how he got it or not, but he was an actual line infantryman at 16 years of age. He was badly wounded in the Gaines Mill campaigns, captured by the Confederates, ran away 3 times, and on the 4th time, supposedly as the story goes, he stole a horse. And he comes riding into camp and he tells the colonel, "Reporting for duty, sir," and the colonel kind of looks at him like, "George, that's a capital offense. You can't steal a horse. And if you're dumb enough to steal a horse, maybe you're dumb enough to carry the flag." Now, we don't know if that's a true story or not, but it's a great kind of story that you have for flag bearers. We know he carried one of the flags of the 16th Michigan at Fredericksburg, and he was in the horrible fighting up by Maurice Heights. All night long, he crawled back and forth through the heavy fire to pick up canteens and fill them with water for fellow soldiers. He was wounded twice, and every little skirmish was considered a battle, and sometimes your battle would be more significant for the 100 people you fought there, and you lost 30 at that fight, than maybe Gettysburg or some other battle. Middleburg was a perfect example of that. And there was a cannon down by a bridge, and the 16th Michigan came up and they said, "You know, you cavalry guys attack," says, "We'll follow you up." The cavalry guy said no. And so a couple of the guys from 16th Michigan said, "Give us your horses and we'll charge the cannon." He said, "We can't really do that, you know, because there are horses." And said, "Well, to hell with you. We'll charge you anyway." And in what was quoted as a recklessly brave attack, the 16th Michigan attacked the Confederates, took the bridge, and won the battle. It's not a significant battle, except for the flag bearer was George Sidman, and the ball went through both of his hips and crippled him for the rest of his life. The guy with him who picked up his flag turned around, put his arm up in the air and said, "Follow me, boys." And the cannonball took his arm off. Colonel rides up to him and he says, "Son, you need to get to the rear." He said, "No, I promised that I would save this flag." And he bled out there on the spot and died. Those are the kinds of stories that are forgotten. And if you go up there and you see that Medal of Honor, you think, why is this here? What did he do? Who is he? Well, he was so important to the men of the 16th Michigan, they said he could have gotten the Medal of Honor for any one of the 3 battles he was in.